Your self-doubt is your ego trying to keep you safe. Hey guys, I'm Laura and I'm on a mission to awaken your awareness. So in this video, I want to talk to you about why you have self-doubt and how to overcome it. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because I know that self-doubt has stopped people from taking action. Now, if you have a better understanding around self-doubt and what it's really about, then you will more likely not allow it to stop you from taking action. Okay, so like I said before, your self-doubt is your ego that's trying to keep you in your safe little box right here in the comfort zone. So whenever you're trying to step out of that comfort zone, whenever you're wanting to try something new, that's when the ego is going to step in with thoughts like this, like, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, people will laugh, I'll probably fail. Thoughts like that, anything like along those lines, is your ego stepping in to keep you in your safe little box. Okay? So it's like negative thinking, but the job of the ego is to keep you safe. It's like a survival thing. Now, what I mean by that is, like, let's say we go back in the day to before we had houses, or before we had supermarkets with food. You're back in the day, you're living in the bush or whatever, and you're having to go out hunting for food. So as you go out hunting, you start thinking things like, oh, we've got to be careful, there might be lions out here that are going to want to eat us, there might be bears out here that are going to want to eat us. It's negative type of thinking, but the whole purpose is to keep you safe. It's a survival thing, right? So it's the same idea. Whenever you're trying to step out of that comfort zone, the negative thinking steps in to keep you in your safe little box, and it will stop you from taking action. So the reason I wanted to make this video is so that you can understand that the self-doubt is just simply the ego, and you can learn to quieten down the ego and start connecting more to the higher self, which will guide you the right way. The ego is going to guide you the wrong way. The higher self will guide you the right way. I have a video out about the higher self and the ego if you want to watch that. But I'll explain a little bit here in this video anyway. So firstly, it's just having the awareness and being able to acknowledge what the self-doubt's really about. Okay, so you can acknowledge that, okay, the self-doubt's my ego. Okay, cool, I understand that now, right? So what I want you to do is you need to get out of your head. So stop being up in here thinking too much, thinking all this, because we tend to overthink very easily. And so I want you to get out of the head and get in your body. You can do, I've talked about this in other videos, there's like a manifestation technique you can do daily. It only takes 5 or 10 minutes. That will have your energy out of the head and more grounded in the body as well. So being in the body where you're grounded, it puts off a different type of energy, but it will also help you be more present in the moment. So get out of the head, in the body, and then what I want you to do is put your hands on your heart. Do this with me right now. Put your hands on your heart and put your awareness in your heart. And just do some slow, deep breaths. Keep the awareness in your heart. So whenever you're having these self-doubt feelings, that's what I want you to do. Just quieten the mind. Put your awareness in the heart and just breathe slowly. Now the reason I'm telling you to do that is because firstly, your heart has more intelligence than your brain, and it was developed in the womb first. And we don't give our heart enough attention. It's also where you connect with God, where you connect with the universe, spirit, your higher self. So getting out of the head and getting in the heart will help quieten the self-doubt thoughts down. And getting in the heart more helps strengthening your connection to the higher self and to your spirit guides. And also meditation. If you meditate regularly, that is also going to help you strengthen your relationship with God, source, universe, spirit guides, higher self, all of that, okay? So the reason I'm advising you to do this, to strengthen this relationship, is because Your higher self will guide you the right way. Your ego is going to guide you the wrong way, because the ego, all it wants to do is to keep you in your safe little box in the comfort zone, but you don't get anywhere if you're staying in the comfort zone. You don't experience any growth in the comfort zone. You experience growth when you step out. Okay, so your higher self, learning to connect with your higher self more, your higher self will never steer you wrong. It will always steer you right. And your higher self can come through as things like intuition and your gut instincts. I read in a book, it's called The Energy Codes, that apparently the soul self resides in the core. And I thought, well, that makes sense, because that's where your intuition and your gut instincts come from, right? And so your intuition, your gut instincts is your higher self, your spirit guides speaking to you and guiding you. So when you get out of the head and you're not thinking too much of this negative thoughts, getting out of the head and into the body and into the heart, and allowing your intuition to come through to guide you instead. So whenever you're wanting to pursue something, if you can learn to tap in and listen to your intuition, it will guide you the right way. Now, here's another analogy as to how the higher self will guide you better than your ego. So you think of it like this. Your higher self's up on the mountaintop and your ego's down here in the valley. So your ego's following along the path, and your ego can only see so far ahead, right? It can only see so much. But your higher self, being up on the mountaintop, has a better overlook of everything. So that's why your higher self will be able to guide you so much better than your ego, because it can see things on a whole nother level and it can steer you the right way. So this is why you need to learn to strengthen your intuition, like learn to strengthen your relationship with it, and learning how to listen to your intuition. It can take some practice, but the more you practice around with it, the stronger your relationship's going to be with your intuition. So let your intuition guide you instead. Get out of your head. Stop overthinking. Stop allowing these negative thoughts to stop you from taking action. Now that you can acknowledge what's going on, you acknowledge that, okay, it's just simply my ego that wants to keep me safe, then like that gives you power, right? Because you have this awareness, you have this understanding of what's going on. So now you can make a decision on what to do about it. So you can make the decision to get out of the head, get in the body, awareness in the heart, and learn to strengthen your relationship with your higher self and your intuition. Now, ways you can strengthen your relationship with intuition, as well as like meditating and all that, is just by listening and responding. So for example, there's been times in my life where my intuition has talked to me, and I listened, I responded, and then I realized it saved me from a bad situation. So I was like, the fact that I just listened, responded, and then realized that will help strengthen your intuition or your relationship with your intuition. But there has been times where my intuition's talked to me, I heard it, but I didn't really like respond to it, and I didn't do what it told me to do. Then I later on end up regretting it and realize, like, damn, I should have like listened to that thought that came in. I should have done that. But so there are times where I haven't listened to my intuition, and then I realized afterwards that I should have. But this is just how you strengthen your relationship with your intuition, is just learning to listen and then responding to it. And if you have made that mistake of not listening, don't worry too much about it. You can just keep practicing with it, keep practicing your strengthening that relationship and all that. So another thing that I'll advise you, like now that you know that it's your ego that's trying to keep you in your safe little box, whenever you're getting these negative self-doubt thoughts, you can simply tell your ego, well, I don't want to hear from you, ego. I only wish to hear from my higher self. So you can quieten your ego down. You don't want to create resistance with your ego. You just kind of want to quieten it down and then give your higher self permission to come through. So that will make a huge difference. Just having this understanding of why you've got the self-doubt, and being able to acknowledge it's the ego, telling your ego to quieten down. I don't want to hear from you right now. Get out of the head, get in the body, put the awareness in the heart, work on your relationship with your higher self, your intuition, just by meditating, putting the awareness in your heart and just practicing with it. And once you start learning to really listen to your intuition properly, your gut instincts, and not allowing the ego to override that, like your intuition is going to steer you the right way. Your higher self will never steer you wrong. Your higher self, like just like up here on the mountaintop, just has a better overview of everything, and it will never steer you wrong. So it's just working on your relationship with that. Yeah, I do have a video out, higher self versus the ego, if you want to learn more about it there. But I've pretty much covered a lot of it here anyways. But yeah, so now you have a better understanding. Please don't allow your self-doubt to stop you from taking action. Another way to quieten down your self-doubt is by taking action. So let's say, you know, oh, I want to be an artist, I want to be a painter, and then you're getting these negative thoughts. Well, now you watch the video, you understand it's your ego, right? But just by taking action, like just by doing the artwork, just by painting, the more action you take and you realize like, oh, I can do this. Well, I made an amazing painting, and you got positive comments from other people about your amazing painting. That's going to help the self-doubt quieten down as well. So just taking action, just focus on taking action and not allowing the self-doubt to stop you from taking that action. Because taking action is also, like I said, it will help quieten down that self-doubt. So this is how you can deal with your self-doubt. Please don't allow it to stop you from doing what your heart's telling you to do. Like my shirt says, follow your heart. That's why I told you, put awareness in your heart. Your heart's what's guiding you. Your heart's where you connect with your higher self and God and all of that, like I said before. So that's why it's like you want to get out of the head and follow your heart, what your heart's telling you to do. It will never steer you wrong. And again, just taking action will help quieten down your self-doubts. So I hope you like this video. Feel free to, you know, like, comment. If you like this kind of, you know, information or these types of videos, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell notification, all that stuff. I'll be making more videos like this on my channel. So yeah, hope you stick around, and hope I see you on the next video. Peace.